Take a look at this. This is Tim Griffin. This is the guy who was in charge of the caging operation. He's the research director and deputy communications director for the Republican National Committee. He was the assistant to Karl Rove. Now, Professor Kennedy said that caging is a crime. So did Tim do the time? Not exactly. Doug Cummins, the honest prosecutor from Arkansas, was fired because he would not bust innocent voters. He was replaced by Tim Griffin. The perpetrator became the prosecutor. After my broadcast about the caging and Iglesias for BBC television, I got a call from the office of Congressman John Conyers. He's the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee. I was to meet Conyers at midnight in a hotel room in New York and show him the evidence that I had of Karl Rove, his assistant Tim Griffin, and the caging operation. By the next morning, Tim Griffin had resigned.
Obviously, I've seen the internet stuff about caging. I'll first just say the allegations that are on the internet and now have spread to tabloids and what have you are completely and absolutely false, number one, and ridiculous. Caging, as you may know, I had to look it up, is a direct mail term for basically organizing returned mail. Now, I know that it has been defined newly on the internet as some sort of purging voters, suppressing voters, caging voters, vote caging, all these different things go back to one guy, whose name I won't mention, who wrote something about me, and when I came and rolled in the U.S. Attorney thing, he hit the jackpot because he had, somebody in one of his stories was now in the media. It's completely untrue, and I mean, it's not even, there's not even a scintilla of truth to his theory. And I'll just say that it's so untrue. I don't know exactly what you want me to say. I didn't do any of the stuff that he alleges. So, and of course, if I didn't do it, I don't know of any Karl Rove impact. Now, I've seen where he says all this. This is all made up of whole cloth. I didn't cage votes. I didn't cage mail. I didn't cage animals. I'm not a zookeeper.
Don't feel too bad for Tim. It's not like he stood on the unemployment line. Immediately after he left the office of U.S. prosecutor, he landed comfortably in the office of presidential candidate Mr. Law and Order, Fred Thompson.
Heads up.
Mr. Thompson, reports say you may be hiring Tim Griffin to join your election staff?
If I perhaps were running, I perhaps might hire Mr. Griffin.
This is the same Tim Griffin who's Karl Rove's ex-right-hand man, who's central in the Alberto Gonzales attorney scandal, who's central in the voter caging scandal. You played a district attorney on TV, sir. Why would you hire someone who wants to illegally keep black people from voting?